Hello, everybody. Welcome to Intellipaat's Microsoft Power BI demo session. So we look into the agenda for today. We'll go through a brief introduction about Microsoft Power BI. We look into the use cases. We look into the different components offered by Microsoft, the different options available in downloading and installing Microsoft Power BI. This is going to be the agenda for today. We'll go through what is business intelligence all about. We'll look into the use cases where we make use of Power BI. We'll also go through the various BI tools available in the market. And then we'll get into the introduction of Power BI. And we'll also discuss about the ways to download and install Power BI, right? First of all, what is business intelligence? Now, Microsoft Power BI, we have two phrases which define what is Power BI all about. It is a powerful business intelligence tool, and it is a data visualization tool, right? So business intelligence, it answers all the queries regarding your business needs in a fly, and it helps us to visualize our data. So you might have your data in hand in any format. It might be just as a simple Excel file locally present in your system, or it might be a text file, CSV file, or it might be a database in any server or cloud, right? So wherever your data might be, you can very easily connect it with Power BI and start building your visualizations. You can start visualizing your data with n number of charts and graphs which are available. Right? So when you visualize your data, it's going to be really easy to analyze, fetch information that is required to improvise the business of any organization, right? So see, business intelligence, or we call it as BI, and that's how the term BI tool has come in. It's set of process, architectures, and technologies that help in the collection, integration, analysis, and presentation of business information. The purpose of business intelligence is to enable stakeholders make better business decisions. So we have data everywhere, right? Not only in IT sector, we have it in a hospital, we have data in a school, we have data in a store. So data is present everywhere. So in order to improvise the performance or to fetch some information that they are in need of, analyzation is to be done. Now, when you analyze with tables and records of data, it's going to be time consuming, right? So we use such BI tools to visualize the data in a fly. It uses the drag and drop technology, using which you can visualize data in a fly, and from which analysis can be done in a much better manner, okay, which is going to in turn improvise the business of an organization. Right? We have different stages of business intelligence. We have data collection, we have data cleansing, we have visualization, and finally we have prediction or decision making, or we also call it as forecasting, right? So you can collect data from various sources, right? It might be, a different company's database, as in which is, let's say, for example, I have my customer data in an SQL server. I have my sales related data in an Oracle, as a database in Oracle. So you can, bring in data from different locations, collect the data, okay? And then data cleansing is optional, because if in case you feel the data is to be cleansed, you have some preparation or modification work that needs to be done, then you can very well perform or go ahead with data cleansing. And then we have visualization. So when when you have a cleansed data, you can very easily convert them into charts and graphs using such BI tools, okay? And finally, we have decision making, or we predict or forecast with whatever data we have in hand. We've built our reports from which we can analyze, predict, decide how to improvise the performance of an organization, right? So these are the different stages involved in business intelligence. Now, getting into BI use cases. See, BI is everywhere, right? You have performance management, you have financial analysis, education, you have data everywhere, which means data has to be analyzed. Wherever you have data, data has to be analyzed. So BI is present everywhere, right? Now, business intelligence allows the company to make decisions at the right time in a quicker manner by converting your data into graphical representations. Any type of chart or graph, you can build your visualization and analyze in a better manner, right? So this is just a sample dashboard that you can create. So this is how a sample dashboard created using Power BI actually looks like. Now you have the complete freedom as a developer. You have the complete freedom to decide the type of chart, to decide the colors. Everything right from the scratch can be customized as per your requirement. You can build a dashboard with multiple worksheets or multiple charts, which is letting the end user analyze data in a better manner or analyze data as per their requirement. And it's always important for a dashboard to be interactive in nature, right? You should have some filters, some quick filters and parameters such that the end user will be able to analyze data as per their requirements. That's the most important point when you build a dashboard. It should be interactive in nature. We have a lot of features which makes the dashboard interactive. Okay, and when you are planning to learn Power BI, there's no need for any coding knowledge, right? So it's enough if you get familiar with these features. It's enough if you are aware of how to make use of the features available in Power BI, and within a month or so you can become a well-versed Power BI developer as you keep getting familiar to the environment. That's the key point, right? Now, some of the places where we use BI, and again, this is again a sample dashboard, right, where we actually make use of Power BI to analyze data, right? You have different charts with which data can be visualized. You have a simple bar chart, you have a normal pie chart, a donut pie chart, a packed bubble chart, we have a tree map, or just a simple text table, right? You have n number of charts with which you can convert your data into graphical representations. Now we have various BI tools available in the market, right? We have ClickSense or ClickView, we have Power BI by Microsoft, we have Tableau, we have Zoho Analytics, right? Now we do have all these BI tools, which is letting us visualize the data and analyze the data, right? But out of all these, we have Power BI, okay, which is definitely standing right on top as per Gartner Magic Quadrant for business intelligence and analytic platforms, right? So as per Gartner Magic Quadrant, Power BI is considered to be the best, okay, because of these factors. Now it is affordable. You have Power BI desktop version, which is available for free, but that's not the case when it comes to Tableau. You just have a 14-day free trial and so on. So the first point, as in why use Power BI as a data visualization tool, it's because it is affordable. So you can right away download and install Power BI desktop, okay, which is available for free. Yes. Next, natural language query. This feature allows users to type questions and get answers in a user-specific format. This is mainly useful in getting quick insights from data. So whatever you have in mind, whatever information you are in need of, you can very well or very quickly get the result in a graphical format using Power BI. Real-time streaming. This feature allows users to stream real-time data and update dashboards in real time, which helps them make timely business decisions, right? So whenever your data is getting updated, you can, refresh your dashboard as well or update your dashboard as well, such that it is working in sync with the data, right? Custom visualization. Power BI has visualizations that are made by developers for specific use cases. These custom visualizations are available in Power BI Marketplace, right? So these are the few factors as in why go ahead with Power BI when we have so many other tools available in the market. Okay, right? Now Power BI or Microsoft Power BI is a business intelligence platform, yes, which provides tools for aggregating, analyzing, visualizing and sharing data. Right? You have data which is to be connected. You can apply transformations or basically cleansing your data. We have data modeling, then visualize your data, and finally you can share your reports to either people who work in your organization or to your clients. Right? That is what Power BI does. Right? Now we have different components available under Power BI. Right? So these are the 8 components. Right? First of all, we have Power BI desktop, which is the main product or component used by developers to create or develop dashboards, right? It's a free application that helps us connect to multiple data sources and transform and visualize our data. So this is the main product or component used by developers to develop or create dashboards. We have Power BI service. It is a cloud-based service where users view and share their reports and dashboards. So when, as a developer, we use Power BI desktop to develop our dashboards, and we'll have to share it to people who work in our organization so that they can use our dashboard to analyze data as per their requirements. So that is, where Power BI service comes into act, right? It's a cloud-based service through which you can share your reports and dashboards to end users, right? We have Power BI Gateway. It is mainly used for scheduling data refreshes, right? Now, I might have created a dashboard on, let's say, for example, 1st of July, right? And I can schedule a data refresh because every day we have new, data which is being added to the data set. Suppose it's a store, right? You have new orders that are being made every day. So every day you can schedule a refresh such that every morning at 5:30, I want my dashboard and the corresponding data to be refreshed. So in this way, when you schedule refreshes using Power BI Gateway, your dashboard will always remain updated, right? Power BI Report Server. It is an on-premises web interface and an alternate for Power BI service. Power BI service was a cloud-based service, whereas Power BI Report Server is an on-premises web interface, again, for sharing your reports and dashboards, right? We have Power BI mobile app. Now, Power BI offers a set of mobile apps for Androids, iOS, and Windows mobile services through which users can securely access and view their live dashboards and reports, right? So once you've completed, as in once you've developed your dashboards, you can, share these reports or dashboards using Power BI service, right? Now, when you have your Power BI mobile app, you can log into Power BI service with your access credentials and view the published reports and dashboards anywhere, anytime. So this is actually in term enabling mobility, right? That's about Power BI mobile. Then we have Power BI Excel Publisher. It is mainly used for integrating MS Excel with Power BI. So when you have data in MS Excel, you can very well make use of it. Power BI Report Builder, it helps in developing paginated reports such as invoices, kind of a tabular format, right? Receipts, delivery notes, etc. Such, reports, specific reports or formats of such, specific formats, the reports of such specific formats can actually be built using your Power BI Report Builder. And then we have Power BI Embedded. It helps in integration of Power BI reports with other applications, right? External APIs and so on, right? So these are the different components offered by Microsoft Power BI or available under Microsoft Power BI. Now, looking into the pricing of Power BI, as we've already looked into that point, Power BI is affordable, right? You have Power BI Desktop, which is available for free. Okay, so you can definitely proceed with that. When it comes to Power BI Pro and Power BI Premium, that is, available for a particular cost because you can now, these two, as in Power BI Pro and Premium, they have the ability to publish and consume content from app workspaces and dashboards, right? You can store, around 50 GB of data, right? So these are the two components, or these are the two, let's say, Pro and Premium, the ones that are priced, okay? Whereas you have Power BI, which is, Power BI Desktop, which is available for free. So you can right away download it and you can very well start, building your charts, graphs, and dashboards using Power BI Desktop. So this is the point which says it is affordable, okay? Building blocks of Power BI. We have, again, visualization, which is the graphical representation of information and data using charts, graphs, maps. You have n number of charts with which data can be visualized. You can build reports. Okay, it's a multi-perspective view with visuals that represent different findings and insights from the data set. Okay, whereas a data set is the container of the data. It can be Excel sheets or a company owned database of customers. You have tiles. Now these are few terms you'll have to get familiar with, right? Tiles, a Power BI tile is a snapshot of the data pinned to the dashboard. Now, sometimes you may not be able to work with real-time data, right? You might have your data in any cloud or server, right? So you can create a Power BI tile, which is nothing but a snapshot of the original data, which is pinned to your dashboard. Whereas a dashboard is nothing but it collects the most important metrics on one screen to answer users' questions or tell them a story. Or to put it in simple words, you can call dashboard as a collection of worksheets, or you can call dashboard as a collection of charts or a collection of graphs, right? You have multiple graphs placed in a single space, and that is what is known as a dashboard, right? So architecture of Power BI, where we have data from, this is basically data collection. You may have data present in different locations. We collect the data, we connect the data with Power BI desktop, the one which is used, or the component using which we actually build or create dashboards, right? And then once the reports and dashboards are developed, we have to publish it, right? Either in Power BI service, or you have Power BI. Basically, service is the cloud, cloud-based service, right? So that is where you can publish it through Power BI Gateway. You can schedule refreshes, okay, which can be accessed through your either your mobile app or your app in your tablet or anywhere else, right? Yeah, just. Yes, now getting into Power BI Desktop. Why Power BI Desktop? This is the main product through which we develop our dashboards, right? The Power BI Desktop combines Microsoft Query Engine with visualization and data modeling for creating interactive reports, right? So you connect your data, you collect your data, you bring the data into Power BI Desktop. That is where we actually build our visualization, right? Now, Power BI desktop installation, right? Now you can just get into your browser, yes, and it's quite simple. Within a few minutes, around 15 to 20 minutes, you will have Power BI, which will be installed in your system for free, right? So just get into download, download Microsoft Power BI. Okay, and just get into the first link which says downloads Microsoft Power BI. And once you get into this page, okay, when you click on download, you'll actually be directed to Microsoft Store, okay, and you can just click on the button called download within a few minutes, not more than 15 minutes, not more than 10 to 15 minutes, you will have Microsoft Power BI, which will be downloaded and installed in your system. You just have to click on launch. You can pin it to your taskbar, or you can create it as a shortcut to your desktop, and you will right away have Microsoft Power BI desktop, which will be downloaded and installed in your system. So that it's that easy, okay, just like I have my Power BI right here. It's that simple. Within a few minutes you can download and install Microsoft Power BI for free, right? You have the details over here. You just have to get into Microsoft Store, and you can just download and install Microsoft Power BI desktop. Okay, right. Now creating reports in Power BI. Now here we have Microsoft Power BI. So when you download and install and you open up Microsoft Power BI, this is how it's going to look like. This is how the environment looks like, right? And see, you have an option called get data. You can, as we all know, you can collect data from various locations, right? You can have multiple data sources connected at once with this, workspace of Power BI desktop. It might be an Excel workbook. It might be, a database from an SQL server. It might be a simple CSV file. So wherever you have your data, you can very easily connect it with Power BI and start building your charts and graphs. Okay, right now let's connect just a sample workbook that I have within my system. It's an Excel workbook. The moment you click on Microsoft Excel, a dialog box opens up. You just have to get into the respective folder. Let's say this is going to be some sample Excel file that I'm planning to connect with Power BI, right? So it takes a few seconds, and here we have. Now these are the sheets that I have in my Excel file. Okay, so let's say this particular Excel sheet, with this amount of data, this is the table that is supposed to be connected with Power BI. Okay, just click on load. Okay, and I've already connected a few tables. Now this is going to be the coffee shop sales sheet or table from my Excel file, which is also going to be connected with this workbook or this workspace of Power BI. See, as you can see, we already had customer. I had already connected a table called customer. I already had a text file called pivot or pivot sample, as well as a table called sales, right? And now we have this Excel sheet, coffee shop sales, and you have the fields that belong to this table, right? Coffee shop sales is an Excel sheet. These are the columns that belong to coffee shop sales. Now all you have to do is you just have to start. See, you have the different types of charts over here. You just have to start selecting or checking these boxes. Let's say I would like to build a donut pie chart. Okay, so here we have donut chart, a normal pie chart, we have bar charts, you have n number of charts available. You can choose the one, okay, that you are in need of. Let's say, for example, I have my state, okay, and we have coffee sales, which is, a quantitative field, right? So I have my coffee sales. So state and coffee sales, let's say I would like to create a donut chart. So it's that simple, right? You just keep on selecting the fields and then you choose the type of chart, which will automatically be built in your workspace. You can just make sure this is the amount of space which is occupied by my donut pie chart. Okay, and after which you can freshly start selecting two other fields. Let's say, for example, I would like to get into subcategory and quarter one sales. So you get a new chart over here, and this time let's go ahead with a funnel chart. Okay, so that's how you easily build your chart. You place it within your workspace. Make sure it's of the right size as per your requirement, and this is how you can keep on building your charts within a fly, right? So you have a lot of features with which you can decide what amount of data is going to be visualized. For example, we have something called filters, right? So you can have quick filters in your dashboard such that the end user can work or interact with the dashboard with the help of this quick filter, right? So the end user can analyze data as per their requirements. So basically, this is how you can build any, you can convert your data into graphical representations, which is going to help the end users analyze the data in a better manner, right? So this is how within a fly, you can build visualizations using Power BI desktop, right? So three-step process in creating reports, right? We tried connecting data sources. If you would like to transform, make a few changes as in rename your column header, some basic transformation, then yes, you can proceed with that. And finally, you can create your visualization using the fields available in your data set, right? So that's about connecting data from different sources, transforming the data like pivoting or unpivoting, merging, grouping data if you would like to, right? And finally, you have charts, you have maps, you have tree maps, tables with which you can visualize your data, right? So that was about creating a report, multiple charts. See, I have just two charts over here. You can start, you can keep on building multiple charts. And when you place it in a single space, when you arrange them in this space, that is what is known as a dashboard or the final report that has been created with Power BI, right? So I hope you're getting the flow as of how, in what way Power BI is helping us. Why do we call Power BI as one of the most, most widely used business intelligence tool, and in what way it is letting us visualize our data, right? So if you always have your data in hand, connect the data from different sources. We collect the data from different sources, connect it with Power BI, and we convert them into graphical representations. Okay, with which analysis becomes much easier. Decisions are made quickly, and the performance of any organization can be improvised in a much quicker manner. Right? So that's about creating reports, working with Power BI. Right? Yes. So any queries that you have, you can please let me know. Okay, now there's a query which says, which textbook, by Rakshita, right? Which textbook is suggested as a reference to study Power BI? Now, I would like to let you know one thing, right? Now, there's no point in just going through notes, or we have, some ebooks that might be available. You might have, you might go through some interview related questions. So yes, that is definitely there. But the best way, and one tip or suggestion that I would like to give you is, it's always better to practically work with a software, right? So that is how you become a well-versed Power BI desktop developer, right? Start getting familiar with the features, start practically working, start getting familiar with the environment. That's the best way, okay, to practice as well as become a well-versed Power BI desktop developer. Right, so there's no such preferred textbook as such. You can just initially make use, of our modules and notes that we'll be providing during the course. That would be of great help initially, and after which you can actually start working practically with the software, because that's going to be of great help, right? Yes. Now, what are the typical responsibilities of a Power BI developer? You will be handed over with the data, with the project, with the problem statements, within a project work. So verbally, you will have a document with all the problem statements. You have to make sure you'll also be provided with the data. You'll have to connect your data with Power BI, and you'll have to answer all these problem statements. Make sure the end user is able to get answers for all these problem statements in a graphical format. So as a typical Power BI developer, you will have to convert data into graphical representations based on the problem statements specified in our project work, right? Yes, and I'm in mainframe. Okay, I'm in mainframes. Is it wise to switch to Power BI? We used IBM DB2 as database. Definitely yes. Wherever your data might be, you can very easily connect it with Power BI. Okay, to build if reporting or visualization is what you are looking for, then definitely yes, Power BI is the best option, right? Yes. Okay, how does you mean to say SQL features work in Power BI? Yes, you can definitely connect databases from SQL servers. Now, if you want, you can make use of SQL queries to pull your data. Yes, but otherwise, you still have options to simply drag and drop or check those boxes, for the fields available in your table, with which you can definitely start building your visualization. Yes, and no, not at all. Since it's powered by Microsoft, no, not at all. You can just download it and install it for free. Okay, you will definitely not be in need of any ID or license as such. Right? And how long does it take to learn Power BI in and out? Now, this course will go on, as in when you join our course, it will go on for, a month or at least 1.5 months. So as you keep practicing along with us during the sessions, it's definitely going to be, by the end of the course, you will definitely become a well-versed Power BI developer, right? So the key point is regular practice with the practical software. That's the most important point. Get familiar with the features, so you should be comfortable with the environment, and that is when you become, you'll get to know in and out about Power BI. So regular practice. Within a month, by the time we end our course, you will become a well-versed Power BI developer, right? And what knowledge of SQL is required to become a Power BI developer? See, SQL is one place from where you can pull in your data into Power BI, right? You might have your data in an Excel file or a text file or any other server or cloud as such. So SQL is just one, point from where data can be collected or pulled in. So definitely not much knowledge about SQL is definitely required. Okay, it's enough. I mean, there's no need for any coding knowledge. There's no need for any SQL query knowledge. Still, you can connect the data with Power BI and start building your charts and graphs. So definitely, just a basic knowledge is enough. And you know, even if you don't have that basic knowledge, because only when you have data within an SQL server, you will need some basic knowledge of SQL queries. Otherwise, no worries, right? So that's how it is, right? How many days will it take to learn Power BI? Okay, I'm just looking into the queries. Yeah. So as I told you, it depends on how well you practice with the software. So if you're regularly practicing, by the time we complete our course, you will become naturally, you'll become thorough with in and out of Power BI. So it depends on how well you practice with the software, how well you try exploring the environment. That's the most important point, right? Yes. And what we are supposed to log into this application with company ID? Would Intellipaat provide one such ID to us, or can we go in with the Gmail IDs? Okay, I think the support team will let you know more about it. Yes, they'll be connecting in within a few minutes, and they'll let you know more about it, right? And Tableau versus Power BI versus ClickSense, apart from affordability. Okay, apart from affordability, we do have Power BI, we do have Tableau and ClickSense. Now, the user interface is what differs between them, right? Now, if you are well versed with Tableau, then that is definitely going to seem easy because you have worksheets. You have something called worksheets in Tableau, which are to be then placed into a common space called dashboard. Whereas when you look into Power BI, you have everything within a single space. So when you're used to Power BI, this interface, interface is going to seem user friendly. So we have minute differences between them. Okay, when it comes to saving snapshots, right? You call them as tiles in Power BI. You call them as extract files when it comes to Tableau. So we have Power BI, which can store larger extracts. So some minute differences, in the way they work, and the major difference is about the way you have the interface. Right? So it slightly differs, but otherwise, the purpose of using them is absolutely the same. Building dashboards. Even in Tableau, you can connect data from different sources and build your visualizations. Similarly, in Power BI also, and definitely in Power BI, connecting multiple data sources is definitely much simpler when it comes to Tableau, because in Tableau we have some complicated features like relationships, blending, and so on. But it's quite straightforward in Power BI. You can simply pull tables from multiple databases, and in a quicker manner you can start building your charts and graphs. So we do have ups and downs here and there, but on the whole, from a general point of view, Power BI is something which is standing right on top. Okay, you've opted for BI Masters course from Intellipaat, which includes SQL, Informatica, Tableau, Power BI. Yes, I'm looking for more towards Power BI. Started the course with SQL. Okay, yes. What should be the course path? Okay, now Power BI is definitely one easy tool to start with. So you'll have a very good start. Okay, so the flow, it depends, right? So this is actually a good start. As of now, I can tell you this is definitely a good start. Okay, and definitely yes, yes, Charles, I'll let you know. And okay, should we have SSAS knowledge compulsory? Definitely not, because Power BI is one tool from where you can connect, as in to which you can connect data from different locations, right? So definitely such knowledge about SQL is definitely not mandatory. Yes. Okay. Yeah, and a couple of more queries that we have. To become a BI architect, whether a person should be well versed with ClickSense, MSBI, Power BI, Tableau, Informatica, and Azure Cloud Computing. Yes, now BI architect, that's just a general term, right? So we have BI architect, or we have BI developers. Now, when it comes to BI architect, then yes, you should have knowledge about ETL tools like Informatica, and you should also have knowledge about BI tools, right? So yeah, definitely yes, that is something which is more important. Okay, and do we need any specialization in graduation to learn this? Not at all. A fresher can definitely learn this, okay, because there's nothing related to coding, no syntax errors as such. A fresher can definitely very easily learn Power BI. Yes, and this Power BI widely used in the market or Tableau. Now we have both which are widely used. Okay, now both are equally used, right? So we won't be able to differentiate. But as per Gartner Magic Quadrant, as per the report, Power BI is more widely used compared to Tableau. But it depends. It depends on an organization, right? And do we need a coding or scripting language for Power BI? No, we don't actually need it, because it's just you're using the fields from a data set and building your charts, right? Yes. Okay, so I'll just hand it over to, yeah, just a minute.
Thank you, Shwarya. Hi, guys. This is Charles Christopher. Well, I'm an advisor and a career counselor. I've been doing this for over 12, 13 years. Well, I'm going to show you the complete details about the program, where you can access the details, what's in it for you, the benefits, the content, the projects, schedule, pricing, everything in detail. I'll also show you a couple of programs. I will also tell you who would be the right fit to join that particular program. So here we are on the Intellipaat website, and if you have any questions, please feel free to drop your questions, and I'll be more than happy to answer. So all I'm doing is typing in power in the search bar, and we will come across multiple results. Straight away, let's get into Microsoft Power BI certification training. Now, the first thing that we notice is this is in collaboration with Microsoft. Well, we have collaborations with a lot of top tier MNCs like IBM, Microsoft, and a lot of organizations like NASCOM, IIBA, EC Council, and university like Jain and even IIT, Indian Institute of Technology. Well, this particular program is in collaboration with Microsoft. Now, 24 hours of instructor-led training. So this means live instructor on a WebEx is going to train you Power BI in a very practical manner. Now, let's see what is it that you're going to get trained in the 24 hours of duration. Now, here we are. These are all the list of modules that's going to be taught to you from the very basic to advanced step by step. If you notice, the module 1 is Introduction to Business Intelligence BI. So if you have any questions, is this from the basic, or should you know something before you get into training? Here is the answer. You need not know anything. You'll be literally introduced to the topic from the very introductory part. And if you notice, every module has hands-on exercises, guys. So this is purely a practical learning. Unlike Udemy or other courses, it's not a theoretical or boring PowerPoint presentations, because that is of no use. Because one thing we need to understand is nobody's going to ask you what is advanced query in Power BI, or what is modeling, or what is DAX in Power BI during the interview. You're going to come across questions like, when you worked on modeling in DAX, what are the challenges you faced and how did you overcome those challenges? In order to answer such questions, none of the videos on YouTube or other resources is going to help you with answers. So you need to practice these hands-on exercises and these projects. Only then you will be in a position to phrase your own answer. So it really makes a lot of sense, because the interview is purely technical. So for you to overcome the objections in the interview, or for you to clear the interview, only a practical learning platform is going to be helpful for one to land a job. So we are not going to teach you guys. We are here to train you whatever is required out there in the market for you to land a career. So if you're looking to get trained, you're definitely in the right place. So this is purely a practical learning. So that was my point. Now, Power BI projects covered. Now, these are the projects and case studies that you're going to have hands-on experiences on. This is, I would say, mandatory, because those days are gone 10 years ago, where consultancies or recruiters used to hire an individual, train you for 3-4 months, and then put you in a team. Now, every company wants a person who has experience. Now, do not mistake, they're not asking you for an experience from that company or IBM or Microsoft or Capgemini. They don't care where you have an experience. They want hands-on experience. Now, these projects are also going to act as hands-on experience. You can definitely tell you worked as a freelancer. Now, how are they going to believe you? They're going to start asking you technical questions to really test whether you actually know the tools in a practical manner, or is it just on your resume? So you will be in a position to answer any technical questions asked during the interview only if you have practiced exercises, assignments in these projects. Now, we are going to provide you the necessary lab for you to learn. We provide you lifetime technical support assistance. Whenever you're stuck or whenever you have any queries, we are there to help you, guide you, and assist you guys. Now, moving further, this is a course completion certificate issued by Intellipaat, acknowledged by Microsoft Partner Network, which you can clearly see. This will be given to you on completion of the course and assignments. Assignments will be evaluated, and then you'll be given the course completion certificate. Now, the course is also designed for you to clear the examination, which is DA 100. So all you have to do is complete the course, and we provide you a mock quiz. Take our mock quiz, score 60%. That means you can easily clear the official examination in just one go. So we have more than 95% of passing aggregate, guys. So we also prepare you for certification preparation. Now let's talk about Intellipaat. Well, we are in business for 7 years. We are the only company, to work with a working professional, including Aishwarya, who just took the webinar. She's a working professional working for top tier MNC with 12 plus years of experience in IT. So we don't work with institute trainers or presenters who give you boring lectures, because in industry, working professional exactly know what is it out there required in the market. So they're going to train you. So we are the only company to offer you a lifetime access. You can attend as many batches. Let's say you've completed the training of 24 hours, but you feel like retaking the course again, you can do it as many times as you want without paying any money. It's a lifetime access we offer to you, even with the live instructor. One-on-one doubt resolution. Instructor is live, guys. Like Aishwarya answered all the questions you might have. The instructor, or she's the instructor who is going to take the Power BI again. She will answer any questions you might have when the real session is also going on. So whatever questions you have will be definitely answered. So you'll have a dedicated 20 to 30 minutes of time for question and answer session. It's totally interactive, guys. So whichever batch you start, whether you attend the class or miss the class, doesn't matter. Those classes are also recorded and given to you for your reference. Because see, humanly impossible to recollect all the class, what happened. So instead of trying to recollect, all you have to do is go back and watch the recorded videos of your own sessions given to you. Now, let's talk about the pricing. Self-paced is a pre-recorded video, which is 176 US dollars. Online is 299 US dollars. So you get 10% discount, but you can WhatsApp me on my US number or my Indian number, or drop me an email. You get 30% discount, which is just for the first 2 people who reaches out to me for the Power BI online program. So kindly WhatsApp me on my US number or WhatsApp me on my Indian number or drop me an email. I'm an advisor doing this for 12, 13 years. If you want to discuss with an advisor which particular program to go for, which particular area would be the right requirement for you, because this particular webinar, I see about 44 people. So it's a mixed match of audience. I know there are people who are college passed out students, from a person who is having 10 years of experience, 5 years of experience, or women who were working, and because of marriage, they took a long break and they want to get back to corporate again. It's a mixed match of audience. So based on you, which region you based out of, what's your salary expectation, what's your current salary, and what is your previous tool that you worked on, based on multiple factors, I can guide you into the right program. So for that, please WhatsApp me so that I can guide you in the right direction and also help you save money. Now, before we discuss about job assistance and a schedule, I have a couple of other programs to show you. So all I'm doing is typing in business, and let's straight away go to the business intelligence master program. Now, this has all the best BI reporting visualization tools along with ETL, which is available in the market. So this has MS SQL, Power BI, Azure Data Factory, Tableau, MSBI, Informatica. So let's take it here. Yeah, these are the 6 courses with live instructor-led training program, and these are the 3 self-paced. Well, I'm getting a message here. I definitely will help you with the discount coupon and also help you. Let me finish the presentation and I'll definitely reach out to you. Thank you. Now, who would be the right fit for this particular program? I don't know. Like I told you, I need to know personally. Well, there is an argument or a debate: is Tableau better or Power BI better? It's debatable. Now, there are more than 80% of the companies who works on multiple BI tools. So that means a multiple BI specialist is definitely a better role with a better paycheck end of the day. And if you're getting into BI, a ETL tool is also required. So depending upon the position you're applying for, depending upon your experience, this is also one of the best program I would recommend. The only difference is the duration is more, the pricing is more. So you have nothing to lose but only to gain. So this has MS SQL. MS SQL, I would say it is heart, or it's a pillar for any BI tool. If you are proficient with MS SQL, all these programs are going to be a cakewalk for you guys. Whoever is proficient with MS SQL, everything is going to be literally a cakewalk. So this has Power BI, and this is MS BI, and this has Azure Data Factory, which is quite latest in the market, which is also called a SQL on cloud. And this has Informatica, which is you know um, ETL tool, and these 3 are self-paced, which are pre-recorded videos. And this particular program is in collaboration with Microsoft. Again, this is designed for to clear multiple certification exams. So I'll also help you by understanding you better which certification exam to go for. And this particular program, self-paced, you get for free if you go for online. So you get a flat 50% discount, which is purely on a first come first serve basis. I just have one coupon for the BI Masters program. Now, job assistance, guys. See, job assistance works in 3 steps. Step 1 is we are going to rework on your resume. We are going to make sure your resume looks more presentable, because the projects are also going to go on your resume. Step 2 is we are going to prepare you for the interview with the list of mock question and answers. So even before you attend the interview, you have a firm understanding of what sort of questions you might come across during the interview. So you are prepared even before you attend the interview. So whatever I'm telling you is also on the website in writing. So if you're thinking I'm being fancy over the phone, I'm not. So whatever I've been discussing right now, what I've been promising, it's on writing on the website, guys. So even before you attend the interview, you have 80% of the idea what sort of technical questions you might come across even before you attend the interview. And the final step is we have 400 plus hiring partners, 500 plus indeed. So instead of marketing your resume only on LinkedIn and Indeed or Times and other job portals out there in the market, you can also market your resume on Intellipaat job portal. So your possibilities of lining up interviews literally increases. So our major hiring partners that we have tie-ups are within India, US, and Northern America. So you can definitely take an advantage of Intellipaat job portal too. So this is also part of the program. So schedule, you can blindly follow the website schedule. These are all the fresh batch dates. You can choose your starting date whenever you want to. If you're in India, the website timing is very accurate. You can just follow in the Indian timings. So before I discuss the schedule for the US and Northern America, I have one last program to discuss, or rather show you. People who want to become a business analyst. So this is the program. I'm so sorry, not this. Data analytics. So data analytics and BI, there are a lot of similarities and there isn't. So again, for me to guide you in the right direction, to become a business analyst, you can go for this particular program. So business analyst is a techno-functional role who wants to who are already experienced, and business analyst program is literally hot in the market because you're not only responsible to improve the business, but also you need to know the technicalities of your technologies. So that would be the business analyst role. And data analytics, let me just show that for you. Yeah, data analytics. Now, I don't know who would be the right fit for this program or BI. Like I told you, I need to know you better. Only then I can guide you into the right direction. Just a second, please. Sorry. Now, This is a combination of 10 plus courses. Again, the only difference is the number of courses, and the benefits are literally the same. So this particular program, again, you get a flat 40% discount for data analytics, which I have one coupon. So any questions, guys, please drop me a message. I'll be more than happy to answer your questions. I don't see any questions. Perfect. Let's proceed. So if you're in the US, the weekday batch is Monday to Thursday, 4 days a week, 9:30 in the night Eastern Standard Time to 11:30 in the night Eastern Standard. This is your weekday batch schedule. Weekend batch schedule is Saturday and Sunday, 10:30 in the morning Eastern Standard Time to 1:30 in the afternoon Eastern Standard Time. So you can take a screenshot or make a note of it. This is your schedule, guys, if you're in the US or Northern America. So if you're in India, please follow the website timings. So I'll be looking forward to discuss with you about your career and also help you save your money, guys. Thank you so much for attending the webinar and the presentation. I hope it was useful and helpful. And I thank each and everyone for investing your time and wish you a great day ahead. Cheers. Bye-bye.